loves to eat hospital food. That's good.
Yes, yes. I
Okay.
think hospital food is really bad, so I don't
Oh,
want
is
to.
it? No. Okay. Right. Okay. I'm glad your mum could bring you some food that you liked. That's great. Okay. Bao Ling, Chao Gon.
Hello, teacher.
Hi, Bao Ling. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. And Kang Ling, Chao Gon.
Hi. Hello, teacher.
Hi, Kang Ling. Nice to see you again.
Yes, nice to see you again too.
Okay. Glad you could come back to the class. Bao Trang.
Hello, teacher.
All right. Chao Gon, Bao Trang. How are you?
A little bit tired.
Okay.
Bring
I'm sorry
happy
to...
for everyone.
Sorry, very happy for... Sorry, Bao Trang, I didn't hear that.
I feel a little bit tired.
A little bit tired. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay. Hope the class will help wake you up a little bit. Hello, Viet Ang.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Viet Ang?
I'm just have a football match, so I have a little bit tired.
All right. Did you win?
Just we win.
Oh, what was the score?
It 4-3.
4-3.
Yeah.
Wow. Very close. Very close game.
Yeah, very well.
Okay. Oh, well, congratulations, Viet Ang. I'm glad you won. Hello, Tra-Mi. Tra-Mi.
Hi, teacher.
How are you, Tra-Mi?
I'm good, thank you. And you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good. And Tuan Son.
Hello, teacher.
Chao Gon, Tuan Son. How are you?
I'm feeling great.
Good. Okay, just check how many people we've got so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Should have 9. Why can't I see 9? Okay, everyone, we'll get started. Welcome to class for today, Sunday. I hope you've all had a good week, not too busy. Now, before I forget, we won't have a lesson next week. So next Sunday, there is no lesson. That's because it's Christmas weekend here in New Zealand. In fact, for all Western countries, it's Christmas weekend, which is a holiday. So no lesson next week. So the next lesson will be in 2 weeks on January 31st. So I know some of you are busy, will have exams in the last week of the year. So that will give you more time to study for your exams. Before we start today, are there any questions? Any questions before we start? Okay, what we're going to be doing for all the lesson today, I want to focus on writing task 2. So for those of you who were here last week, we started to look at the different types of essays in writing task 2 and how to start coming up with ideas for the essay. So I will quickly summarize last week's lesson for those of you who weren't here. So there are 5 different task 2 essay types. 5 different task 2 essay types. So they are opinion, discussion, causes, problems and solutions, that is all one type, advantages, disadvantages, and double question. Double question. All right. The structure of all these essays, very simply, for an opinion essay, well, for a start, all these essays have 4 paragraphs. 4 paragraphs, okay, for all the essays. Kian. Kian,
teacher,
can you hear me, Kian?
yes.
Okay, Kian. What are the 4 different paragraphs? Can you tell me? For any essay, what are the names of the 4 different paragraphs?
Conclusion.
That's the last paragraph. What are the other 3?
You said the fourth one, right?
No, all 4. The 4. All 4. Not just the 4 one. What are the names of the 4 paragraphs?
Point of view.
No, then the names of the paragraphs. So you are right. Conclusion is the last paragraph. What are the other paragraphs? What is the first paragraph called, Kian?
I don't know I don't remember the name of that one, but yeah, I think it's open.
Okay, first paragraph is introduction.
Okay.
Okay, always introduction. Okay, then you have 2 detail paragraphs. All right, and then finally you have a conclusion. So that is always the structure for all these essays. Phung Ni.
Yes.
Okay, Phung Ni, can you tell me what I've just said? What are the 4 different paragraphs in an essay called?
Um,
What's the first one called, Phung Ni?
it's the opinion.
No, what is the name of the first paragraph you write for any essay? What is it?
It's a paraphrase.
That is part of it. That is part of the first paragraph, but what is the paragraph itself called? I'll ask Bao Ling. Bao Ling.
Yeah, the first part is the introduction.
Correct. Okay, everyone, the first paragraph is your introduction, which includes a paraphrase. Okay, it includes a paraphrase, but the first paragraph is the introduction. Kang Ling.
Yes.
What is the name of the next 2 paragraphs, Kang Ling?
That is two body
2
structure.
2 detailed paragraphs. 2 detailed paragraphs. Okay? 2 detailed paragraphs. Okay, Bao Trang.
Yes.
What is the name of the last paragraph of your essay?
I don't know that.
Okay, this is very simple. You should all know this by now. Viet Ang.
Yeah, teacher.
What is the name of the last paragraph of your essay?
The last paragraph in the essay is conclusion.
Correct. Okay, so everyone, please remember this. You need to remember the structure. Introduction is the first paragraph. Then you have 2 detail or explanation paragraphs. And then the last paragraph is always the conclusion, always your conclusion. Okay, so you need to remember that. It's important. Otherwise, you won't structure the essay correctly. So there are 5 different types of task 2 essays. Okay, they are all similar in structure except for the opinion essay. In the opinion essay, okay, you only choose one side and you write about that side only. So in an opinion essay, you know it's an opinion essay because it will ask you something like this. Do you agree or disagree? To what extent do you agree or disagree? Okay, and these are all examples of opinion essays. Okay, Trami,
Yes.
can you read the first essay topic, please?
Yes. Education should be free to all people and should be paid for and managed by the government. Do you agree with this view? Give your opinion.
Okay, good reading, Trami. So this obviously is an opinion essay because it has opinion as part of the part of the question, obviously. But usually an opinion essay will ask you if you agree or disagree with something, and you only choose one side. You either agree or disagree. All the other essays, okay, you look at both sides. All right, so that is the main difference between them. In a discussion essay, okay, like this, you discuss both views and give your opinion. All right, in a problems and solution essay, okay, you normally look at what are the problems or the causes of the problem in one paragraph, and then you look at solutions in your second detail paragraph. In an advantage and disadvantage essay, you look at the advantages in your first detail paragraph, and you look at the disadvantages in your second detail paragraph. And in a double question essay, okay, which an essay topic which normally has two questions like this, okay, you look at the reasons in your first detail paragraph, and then you look at the solutions, okay, in your second detail paragraph. I hope that makes sense. Please tell me if it doesn't, because you do need to understand the structure. Otherwise, you won't get good marks for these sorts of essays. All right, so please remember the first thing, the paragraphs are introduction, two detail paragraphs, and a conclusion. Okay. Tu and son, does that make sense to you?
Yes, I understand.
Good. All right. And now a very quick summary, again, of the structure in a bit more detail in your introduction paragraph. Okay. You always paraphrase the topic in your first sentence. In your second sentence, okay, you give your opinion and you give the reasons that are going to be discussed in your body paragraphs. All right. So again, in this example, I have said I agree with this statement. All right. And then I've given my two reasons why I agree. Then in my first main body or detail paragraph, I talk about why trains are faster than cars. In my second one, I talk about why trains are more environmentally friendly. Okay, then in the last one is just a conclusion. So this, please, is the structure you must remember. So in your introduction, paraphrase, you give your two reasons or advantages, disadvantages, or whatever you were talking about. Okay, then in your first detail or main body paragraph, you talk about your first reason. Second main body paragraph, you talk about the second reason. And your last one is always a conclusion. Okay, so Kian, thank you very much for sending me your essay on this topic. I will have a look at it and I will let you know during the week. But Kian,
Yes, teacher.
yeah, one thing I got from when I read your essay earlier, one thing I can already tell you is that you didn't give me your two topic sentences in your introduction, okay? So do you remember what you did? So you gave me two main body paragraphs, which is fine, okay? But you need to give me what the main body paragraphs are about in the introduction. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, I will discuss this with you later. Okay, Kian? I will show you when I look at your essay, I will tell you. I will show you what I mean. All right, everyone. So now we're looking at this lesson. We're going to be looking at how you come up with ideas, all right, and how you analyze the question. So the first thing you do after reading the question is to analyze it. Of course, you must think and understand the question before you start thinking of ideas. That is obvious. All right. So what is the general topic of this question? All right. What are the key words and what are the instruction words? So this is for any essay topic that you get, okay? You need to look at what is the general topic of this question, what are the key words, and what are the instruction words. So looking very quickly at this topic here, this one here. Okay, Tu and Son.
Yes.
Okay, can you please read the essay topic, please? The essay question.
Teenagers should not be allowed to use mobile phone at school. To what extent do you agree or disagree?
Thank you, Tu and Son. Charmi,
Yes.
what sort of essay is this? What sort of essay? Is it an opinion essay? Is it advantages, disadvantages essay?
I think it's opinion essays.
It is. You are correct. It's an opinion essay. Why is it an opinion essay, Charmi?
Because it requires us to give our opinion.
Correct. Okay, thank you, Charmi. So you can see here it says, to what extent do you agree or disagree? It wants to get an opinion from you. So it is an opinion essay. Thank you, Charmi. That is correct. All right. Viet Ang.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Viet Ang. Remember, with opinion essays, do you have to choose one side or do you choose both sides? Can you remember?
We should choose one side.
Sorry, Viet Ang, I couldn't hear you. You dropped out.
We
Choose one
should
side or both
choose
sides.
One side.
Correct. Okay. With an opinion essay, you always just choose one side. In this case, you choose whether you agree or disagree. Okay. Bao Trung.
Yes.
Okay. Do you agree or disagree with this statement?
I agree with that statement.
Okay. They should not be allowed to use mobile phones at school. Kang Ling, do you agree or disagree?
I agree with this statement.
Okay. They should not be allowed to use mobile phones. Okay. That's fine. Bao Ling.
I disagree.
Okay, you disagree. So you think teenagers should be allowed to have mobile phones at school. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Phong Ni.
I disagree.
Okay, good. And Kian. You agree or
I think
disagree?
I agree.
Agree. Okay, so good. So remember, everyone, that whether you agree or disagree doesn't matter as long as you choose one and you choose only one. So this sort of essay, which is an opinion essay because it asks you to agree or disagree, please remember to choose and write about only one side. Don't write about reasons for both sides, only one side. And remember, there is no right answer. It doesn't matter whether you agree or disagree. It is how you write about it that you are marked on. Okay, so for any of these essay questions, there is no one correct answer. It is just how you write that you are being judged on. Okay, so again, looking at this particular question, Tu and Son.
Yes.
Okay, what general topic? So looking up here, Tu and Son, at
Yes.
the three stages of analysis, okay, what is the general topic of this question? What is this question about? Is it health, environment, government, traffic? What do you think? Something else.
About the awareness of the student.
In one, I want one word, Tu and Son, if you can think of one word. So like health, environment, government, what is this question about?
I think this is health.
Health. Not quite. Charmi. The general topic of these.
I think it's environment.
Okay, so I'll give
no,
you
about health.
I'll give you a clue, Chami. Okay, it is none of these. None of these. Okay, these are just examples, but it is none of these.
Yes, I think it's about technologies.
Okay, technology possibly. Okay, Viet Ang, what do you think?
I think technology too.
Technology too. Okay, Bao Trang.
I think it's about smart city.
It's about, sorry, Bao Trang.
I think it's about smart city.
Smart city. Okay, Kang Ling.
Yes.
What is the general topic of this question?
Maybe it's about
In one word, what is it about? One word.
law,
Sorry?
about the law.
The
Maybe.
law. Law, okay, interesting. Bao Ling.
I think it's about like technology development.
Technology, okay. Fung Ni. Fung Ni.
I think it's about education.
Correct. Okay, Fung Ni is the first person to get the correct answer. Okay, it is about education. All right, it's about education. Okay, it's about using mobile phones at school. So yeah, it's partly about technology, but not really. It's mostly about what teenagers do when they are at school. So it is about education. Okay, next question. When you are analyzing, what are the key words? Kian. Key words in this question. What are the key words, the main words?
I think this should not be allowed to use mobile phone at school.
That is all the words. You only need to choose some of them as keywords. What is the first keyword, Kian? The first keyword. Who was it about?
Phone.
Who was it about? Going right back to the start of the sentence. Who is it about?
Teenagers.
Correct. Okay. Tuan Son.
Yes.
What is the next keyword or phrase?
About student.
Students. I don't see students written. You have to pick something from the sentence. I don't see students. So we're looking at the key words in the sentence. Chami.
I think the first one is teenagers.
Correct. Second one is
Mobile phones.
mobile phones. Yes. Viet Ang.
Yeah, teacher.
What is the next keyword or another keyword? Keyword or phrase. So we've already had teenagers. We've already had mobile phones. What is another one?
I think it not be allowed.
Correct. And what is the last one? Bao Trung. What is the last one?
School.
Correct. Okay. School, the keywords. Okay, so you need to look carefully at the keywords because that's what you're going to be thinking about. So teenagers, okay, should not be allowed, okay. Phones, school are the keywords. All right. And finally, the last thing you do when you are analyzing a question, you need to be very sure you know what the instructions are. Okay, to what extent do you agree or disagree? Okay, this is the key word here in this sentence, not agree and disagree, agree or disagree. That's how you know to only choose one side. Okay. So, very quickly through this. All right. Many students complain, I don't know anything about this topic. And here I'm not just talking about this topic, I'm talking about topics in general. All right. So please remember with any topic you get, okay, please don't be negative. You do. And this is why you do, okay? IELTS questions are designed or written so that anyone with basic knowledge can answer them. As I've said before, examiners aren't expecting an expert opinion from you. They just want to know if you can communicate in English. All right? And all the topics you will get in an essay, they are all they need is basic knowledge about something. They're not going to ask you, for example, how nuclear power works. All right, they might ask you your opinion about nuclear power, but you don't have to know how it works to answer the question. All right, so any topic that they ask you about, the topics are chosen, like I said before, so that anyone with a good general knowledge can answer the question. Right, so again, just to summarize, you need to analyze the question. So what is the general topic of any question you get? What are the key words? In this case, teenagers and mobile phones at school were the keywords, and the instruction words were, do you agree or disagree? Now, I think I've mentioned this to you before, okay? I don't recommend brainstorming or mind mapping. Some of you will have tried brainstorming before. Brainstorming is when you are encouraged to think of any idea at all you can to do with the topic. Now, in this case, it is not a good idea, I think, because it wastes time. You only have 7 or 8 minutes to plan this essay. Brainstorming can take quite a long time to try and think of every last idea. For essays like this, you only need how many ideas? How many ideas do we think we need? Two and son.
Yes.
For most essays, can you tell me how many ideas you need for your essay?
I
How many?
think two
Two.
ideas.
Yeah, 2 or maybe 3. 2, but 2. You only need 2 ideas. So this is why brainstorming is a waste of time. Brainstorming encourages you to think of maybe 5 or 6 ideas, maybe more. You only need 2 ideas for any essay. That's all you need, okay? And as I've said many times, and I will keep continuing to say to you, you are probably tired of hearing me say this, keep it simple, KISS, okay? The most obvious ideas are usually the best ones. The simplest ideas, all right, are they're the easiest to understand, and they are the easiest to write about. All right, so you just need to think of 2 simple ideas. There are no extra marks for amazing or original ideas, okay? All ideas are treated the same as long as you can write about them. Okay, so don't worry about, oh, I have to think of 2 amazing ideas. You don't. You just need to think of 2 ideas that you can write about. So a good idea is easy to understand. It's relevant to the question. That means it is connected to the question, and it is easy to explain. That's what a good idea is. Okay, so Charmy.
Yes.
Okay. You agree, didn't you, Charmy?
No, I disagree.
You disagreed, sorry. Okay,
Yes.
Charmy, give me one reason why you disagree. Remember, the simplest ideas are the best, Charmy. What is the first thing that comes into your mind?
Well, allowing children to use mobile phone at school can distract them from their studying.
Great, that's fine. Thank you, Charmy. Viet Ang,
Yeah, teacher.
do you agree or disagree?
I agree.
Okay, what is one reason why you agree?
I think mobile phone can help students easier to learn or to search.
Okay, good.
And
All right.
yes.
So mobile phones are useful in class for research. Thank you. Bao Trung.
Yes.
Okay. Agree or disagree, Beltran?
I disagree.
Okay,
Teenager.
because one reason. One reason.
Because mobile phones or iPads can be replaced book, though they can write on their smartphone, mobile phone.
Okay, great, Beltran. Great reason. Kang Ling,
Yes,
agree or disagree, Kang Ling? And one reason. One reason.
I agree with this because I believe that when students use mobile phone at school, they can easily be cheated in the exam.
Okay, good reason. Thank you. Bao Ling.
I think it's a help student to study like the teacher will like open a website to pupil so that student
Mhm.
can learn more.
Okay, so it is use. So what you're saying, it's useful for learning. It helps the student to learn.
Yes.
Okay, good. Fung Ni.
I disagree because I think sometimes the parents need to contact to the students, so they need to have a phone to.
Okay, very good, Fung Ni. A reason no one else has thought of yet. Very good. Okay, and Kian. Kian Oi. Kian. Okay, disappeared. Never mind. All right, so you all did well with that. Okay. Kian, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Cái mic
Okay,
kia thì chỉnh cái
I'm
mic của mình
afraid
thật nhanh em nhá, đừng để mất thời gian quá gọi xong là cứ mất thời gian nhiều lắm.
nãy cháu vừa nói xong rồi
Nhưng mà không nghe cái gì hết luôn á. Ok. Yeah.
Okay, Kian, agree or disagree?
I think it's agree.
Okay, because one reason.
Because sometimes teachers writing on the board and they will clean it to write another one. And if the student not fast enough to write, take a note that they can take a picture instead.
It's a very good reason, Kian. Okay, excellent. Another original reason. Very good. Okay, so you all did very well with that. That's great. So hopefully you can see how easy it is. You just think of the first two ideas, simplest ideas to come into your head. And you can do this with any question. So the point I'm trying to make, I'm repeating myself, I know, but the point I'm trying to make is that any question, and there are dozens of questions, of course, you could get any sort of question, but you will know an answer to any question, all right? You will know an answer, and all you have to do is think of the two ones that are easiest to write about. Okay, the two ones that instantly come into your mind are usually the best ideas. Okay, because they're simple and easy to explain. That's why you have thought of them first. All right. So please don't go into any exam or essay topic thinking, what if they ask me something I don't know? You will know. You will always know. Okay, maybe some topics you have to think a little bit harder. This topic about mobile phones is quite an easy topic. Maybe some topics will be a little bit more tricky, but you will know something. So remember, the trick is not to brainstorm, not to try and think of 5 or 6 different ideas. You only need 2 ideas. Okay. If you can't think of something yourself, think of your friend or parents. What might your parents? So if you are having trouble coming up with ideas about a topic, think, what would my mum or what would my dad think about this? Okay. For example, mobile phones. My mum and dad might think it's a bad idea to have them in school because they will distract the children. Or my mum or dad might think it's a good idea to have mobile phones at school. It means they can call me if there is some problem or emergency at home. Okay, so look at it from someone else's point of view. That's another way to come up with ideas. If you are having a problem thinking of an idea yourself, think of what would mum or dad think, or what would one of my friends think? All right. And again, okay, I've got written here, do not overcomplicate things. Your goal is to think of ideas in 2 minutes or less. And again, the one criteria for an idea is that you can write about it. All right, you can think of a couple of reasons to write about it. All right, so I'll skip past this because you've already done this, but I'll go through it very quickly. So maybe you agree teenagers should not be allowed to use mobile phones at school because phones are a distraction. Okay, they stop students from learning. Another reason might be, actually no one mentioned this, sometimes teenagers get anxious if they don't have the latest phone or the same phone as everyone else. All right, so that could be a good reason for teenagers not to have phones at school. All right. You might disagree, okay, because phones are useful, as many of you said, for educational purposes, and they are useful for emergencies if your mum or dad want to contact you. The thing all these answers have in common, okay, they are simple, they are obvious, they are relevant, and they answer the question. All right. Now, this is what I want you to do now. Practice this yourself. I'm going to ask you these, okay? I'm not going to get you to write because we have a lot of lesson to get through. Okay. So, Tu and Son, can you please read me the question?
Parents should spend more time with their children, helping them with their homework. Do you agree or disagree?
Okay, so this is an opinion type essay, okay? And you know it's an opinion type essay because they're asking you for your opinion, all right? They're asking for your opinion. So with opinion type essays, what do you do, Chami? Opinion type essays, what do you do?
I give my opinion, agree or disagree.
Correct. You pick one side only, everyone. Okay, only one side. All right. So I'll give you a couple of minutes to think about this. So you should be able to do this in 2 minutes. Then I'm going to ask you all. So, okay, you have to pick a side, agree or disagree, and you need to have 2 ideas. In fact, I'm going to make this one, I've just changed my mind. I'm going to make this one a little bit harder, okay? I want you to pick 2 ideas for each side. All right, so 2 ideas for agreeing with this, 2 ideas for disagreeing. Please ask me if you don't understand, anyone. So I want 2 ideas for why parents should spend time helping children with their homework, 2 reasons why that's a good idea, and 2 reasons why you think that's a bad idea. And like I was saying before, if you are having trouble thinking of ideas, think about what would your parents think about this? All All right, another minute, everyone, to think about this. Oh, hello, Knock 2. How are you? I've just seen you join the class. How are you, Knock 2?
I'm good.
Good.
Hopefully,
And
yes, I'm late because I just go home after the football match, so I late about 5 minutes.
okay, that's fine. Thank you, Knock 2. And Dut, how are you? How are you, Dut?
I'm good, thanks.
Okay, Dut. Good. All right, so I'm going to be asking each of you another few seconds. Okay, Dut, I'm going to start with you, all right?
Yes.
Okay, Dut, so you should have written down 4 reasons. Please just give me one reason, Dut, okay? Just give me one reason. So for agree, if you agree with this, what is one reason?
I agree because mm, two brain often work better than one. Your parent can, I think, parent can help children to finish their homework faster and
Help them,
more
okay, because
efficiently.
the parents have more ideas, maybe. Is that what you were saying?
Yes.
Okay, thank you for that. Knock 2.
Yes,
Okay, agree or disagree, Knock 2. Just give me one reason for now, one reason.
I agree.
All right,
I
parents should spend more time helping their children with homework because
because it can connect the family bonds. Yes,
family bonds. Okay, Tu and Son.
Yes.
Okay, agree or give me one reason for agree or disagree.
I have 4 reasons. Agree, parents and child can become closer, and children will take less time to do the homework.
Okay, so
Disagree, children might become less independent and less interesting in doing homework.
okay, so children might. So sorry, the last reason, children might spend less time. Did you say, or
I,
not so lose interest?
yes.
Okay, that's fine. Charmy, just one reason, Charmy, for either side.
Yes. I agree with this because parents can keep an eye on their studying progress.
Okay. Viet Ang. Viet Ang, oi.
Um, I do not disagree because parents have their work and they need to make money so they can have time for their children.
Okay, so parents are too busy. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so because parents are too busy working and making money, so they don't have enough time to spend with their children. Is that right, Viadang? That is your reason?
Yes, it's my reason.
Okay, that's fine. Remember, everyone, there are no right or wrong reasons, just ones you can write about. Bao Trang. Bao Trang.
I agree. I agree that parents should spend more time with their children because when parents spend more time with their children, they can operate their study and also improve their skill and be more strengthened bond.
Okay. Thank you, Bao Trang. Kang Ling.
Yes,
Agree or disagree, Kang Ling, and one reason.
I agree with this because I think that if parents do homework with their child, maybe they can raise the quality time in the family. So it
Okay.
should, yes.
Okay, that's fine. Bao Ling.
I disagree because I think children should gain their self-conscious without asking their parents. So they should put more effort into their homework.
Okay, so children should learn to be independent. Is that really
Yes.
what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Bao Ling. Fung Ni.
Yes, I disagree because the children maybe will depend on their parents and can't do homework by themselves.
Okay, similar to what Bao Ling said. Thank you, Fung Ni. Kian.
I think I'm totally agree with this. Well, as we all know,
Con chỉnh cái mic của con
this
em chút Kiên ơi, nó bị bé quá.
what
Con chỉnh cái mic lên. Nào.
vâng vâng.
Sorry, Kian, can you start again? I couldn't hear that.
I think his mic has some problems. So that's
Right.
why I told him to correct it, adjust it.
Oh, okay.
Thầy, bác nghe con nói gì chưa?
Yes, it's a little bit better, but still very quiet.
Yeah, still very quiet. Okay, Kian, can you please try again?
I'm agree with
Okay,
this
exactly.
opinion.
Yeah,
As we all know,
because
as we all know, the main benefit of this is strengthen the family bonds. Besides that, parents can shorten the times which the children spend on their homework and help
okay,
the children think that they are important part of the family.
okay,
And
good.
parents have chance to near the kid, think with them, and have some talks and empathize with the pressure at school.
Okay, thank you, Kian. All right, everyone. So thank you for that. It was good you could all come up with ideas. So let me summarize the ideas. So the reasons why parents should spend more time with their children helping homework, okay, can be summarized like this. So some of you said because the parents have more experience and knowledge, they can pass this on to the children so they can help teach the children. That is one reason you came up with. The second reason, it helps the parents and children bond together because they spend more time together as a family, so they will feel closer. The third reason you all came up with, it will mean the homework takes less time. Okay, so maybe less stressful for the children. If the parents help, it won't take the children so much time. All right. And the final reason was because parents can supervise. Okay. It means the children won't get distracted, okay, by anything else when they're trying to do their homework. Okay, so they are the reasons why parents should help children with their homework. Did anyone think of any other reason other than these four? Any other reason? Okay, so on the other side, all right, the people who disagreed said if the parents do the homework, then the children might lose interest in the subject. Okay, if the parents are doing it for them. It puts more pressure on the parents was another reason, because parents are already busy working and making money and running the house, that they don't have enough time to help children with their homework. So it puts more pressure on the parents. All right. And the other reason was to disagree was that children should learn to be more independent. They shouldn't learn to rely on their parents to do homework with them. Children need to learn to do this themselves. Were there any other disagree reasons? They were the three main categories. Any others? Okay, good. So all of those reasons were all good reasons. They were all good reasons. There were nothing wrong with any of those reasons. And it was good you were able to generate them quickly too. So we're doing this exercise to give you practice at generating reasons. So like I say, the main criteria is the reasons should be relevant. All right, that is, they relate to the question. They should be simple to understand, okay, and simple to write about. You don't want to choose a reason that then you have no idea how to write about it. Are there any questions about that? All right, I'm going to skip very quickly again through the rest of these lessons. So is everyone quite clear? Dot.
Yes.
Okay, Dot. So do you understand, please, and please tell me if you don't, do you understand now how to, the best way to think of ideas for any topic?
I'm still wondering.
You're still wondering? What are you wondering about, Dot?
I wonder the direction to think of the one idea.
The direction to think about. So remember, what we are trying to do with the start is we're just trying to think of two ideas to do with any topic, okay?
Yes.
So you have to choose with an opinion type question, which is what we're doing at the moment. All you need to do is choose whether you agree or disagree, okay? Then you need just to think of two ideas
Yes.
to support when you agree or disagree, okay? And remember, the ideas that come first into your mind are usually the best ones. But if you can't think of any ideas quickly yourself, maybe think about what would your parents or someone else you know think about this, okay? Put yourself in someone else's shoes, okay? And think, what would they think about this? Does that make sense, Dut?
Yes, I got it.
Okay, good. Knock two.
Yes.
Does this make sense to you?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, you understand. Tu and son.
Yes.
Okay, does this make sense to you, Tu and son?
Yes, I understand it.
Okay, how many ideas do you need to think of, Tu and son?
I think two.
Correct. Chami.
Yes, I understand it.
Okay, Viet Ang.
Yes, I understand.
Okay, good. Bao Trang.
Yes, I understand.
Great. Kang Ling.
Yes, I can understand.
Okay, good. Bao Ling.
Yes, I understand.
Good. Fung Ni.
Yes.
Okay. How many ideas do you need to think of, Fung Ni?
I think it's 2 or 3.
Yeah, 2 usually, but 2 or 3. Correct, Phung Ni. And Kian,
Yes, teacher.
you understand, Kian, about the structure,
Yes.
about how to think of ideas? Good. Okay. So please, anyone, if you don't understand any of this, please ask myself or Mrs. Ha anytime. Okay. But it's important that you have an idea of how you are going to come up with ideas. All right. That is the one thing that students often say. They say, oh, this topic, how can I think of ideas? I've shown you, I hope, how you think of ideas and how easy it can be. Okay, so now we're going to look very quickly at writing introductions. All right, writing introductions, the first thing you must do is you always paraphrase the question statement. Always paraphrase the question statement. Okay, the second thing you must do is clearly state your opinion if this is an opinion essay. Okay, other types of essay, such as disadvantages, advantages, you don't need to state your opinion, of course, but you do need to outline your main ideas, which is the advantages or disadvantages of something. Or maybe if it's a solution problem sort of essay, why are these problems caused and what are the solutions? Okay, you still need to give an outline of your main ideas. But the first sentence is always a paraphrase. Again, I will remind you how to paraphrase. There are 2 ways you can paraphrase a sentence. One is to use different words or synonyms. Okay, the other way is to change the structure of the sentence, or you can use both. So you can use both synonyms and change the structure of the sentence. Okay. But when you change the structure of a sentence, please make sure your new sentence makes grammatical sense. Very easy to change the structure of a sentence and have it not make sense grammatically. Okay. So here is the opening sentence of a question. All right. Many developed nations have recently opened their doors to refugees. Now you can see I've done 3 paraphrases here. I'm going to give you another example in just a moment for you to do, but I've given you 3 paraphrases. Okay, the first 2 are correct. So you can see here, please help me analyze this. Phung Ni.
Yes.
Okay, Phung Ni, in this first paraphrase, what have I done to change this sentence? What have I done? Can you tell me what have I done? So remember, there are 2 ways of paraphrasing a sentence, Phung Ni. One is to use synonyms, okay, and the other is to change the structure of the sentence. So what have I done here? What's the first thing I've done?
You change the structure of this sentence.
Correct, I have. So, and how have I done that? Phung Ni, what's the first thing I've done?
I think you use a passive voice.
I have, but what have I done? Even more simple than that, Phung Ni. What have I done with one word? What have I done with one word? All right. What is the word, Phung Ni, that I open my paraphrase with?
It's recently.
Correct. Okay. And where was recently? In the original sentence, where was the word recently?
It's in the middle of the
Correct. Thank you, Feng Ni. That's what I was after. So you can see, hopefully, everyone, as Feng Ni said correctly, I have changed the structure of the sentence. The first thing I've done is I've moved the word recently from the middle of the sentence to the start of the sentence. Okay, thank you, Feng Ni. Bao Ling,
Yes.
what's the next thing I have changed in the structure?
You replace the word and change the structure.
Yeah, so what's the next thing? So the first thing I did, I changed the structure by moving recently. Okay, what is the next thing I did in changing the structure?
Like the word has been taken.
Yeah, which word?
The word taken.
Oh, yeah. Okay, but even before that, what have I done with this?
Refuse. You change to into the first of the sentence.
Correct. What I did, okay, I moved refugees from the last word and made it the second word. Okay, so again, that was a change of structure. Thank you, Bao Ling. Kang Ling.
Yes.
Okay, what's the next thing I've done? I've used a synonym phrase. What have I done?
You use synonym and change the structures in the
Yeah.
sentence.
Okay, so I changed the structure. We've already talked about that, Kang Ling. Okay, so because I've moved recently to the start. Okay, I moved refugees, made that the second word. What have I done here?
That maybe more detail.
Yeah, I've used this phrase. Okay, I've
Yes.
used this whole phrase to replace what phrase in the original sentence?
You have used the as if have opened into have been taken in.
Correct. Okay. So the answer is I have said have been taken in. I've used that whole phrase as a synonym for open their doors. Okay. So the first thing I've done is change the structure of the sentence. Okay. The second thing I've done, I've used a synonym phrase, have been taken in instead of open their doors. Okay. And I haven't changed the rest of the sentence. I didn't bother. Okay. In my second paraphrase, I've done a similar thing. Okay. I've changed the structure. Everyone okay? I've made in recent years. Not only have I changed the structure, but I've changed it into a synonym phrase. Instead of saying recently, I've said in recent years. Okay. Again, I've used taken in. Okay. What have I done here? Bao Trang.
Uh,
I've
you
used countries instead of what? Instead of what?
instead of many developed nations.
Correct. I've used countries instead of nations. All right. And again, I've put developed towards the end of the sentence. So again, I'm just trying to make sure you understand the structure of this so you can do it yourselves. So how I've shifted different words and phrases around in the sentence, and I've also used some synonyms. Remember, you don't have to use every synonym. Just use some, maybe just some of the key words. Not every word has to be changed. Okay, you don't have time to do this and you don't need to do it anyway. Okay, paraphrase 3 is wrong. Okay, it's wrong. Cha Mi,
Yes.
what is wrong with paraphrase 3 and can you correct it? This is a test, Cha Mi, for you.
I think who. It must be which open their doors.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What I've done here gives you a clue.
I think it go to develop without ed.
Okay. Can you correct the sentence, Charmy, or not? So it's a little bit tricky. It's a little bit tricky. Can you make this into a correct sentence?
Yes. Recently, refugees have gone to developed nations who open their doors.
Correct. Very good, Charmy. Okay. So what Charmy did was she made the tenses correct. Okay, just by altering the form of some of the words. All right. So that's very good. Very good, Charmy. You did well. Just the only thing I want to check, Charmy, please pronounce this word for me. This word here.
Refugees.
It's pronounced with a soft G. Soft G. So it is refugees. Refugees.
Refugees.
Good. That's perfect. Refugees. Okay. Refugees. As I've written here, by the way, refugees doesn't have a suitable synonym. Okay. Refugees are refugees. You might think, oh, poor people is a synonym for refugees, but a refugee doesn't have to be poor. You can have rich people who are refugees. Okay. You can write an explanation for what refugees are, but you don't have time. There is no single word that you can easily think of that can replace refugees. So this is what I was trying to explain. Hopefully you understood it before. You don't need to replace every single word. Okay, you don't need to replace every single word. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to get you to all of you, please, this topic here. All right, please write a paraphrase for me. Again, just write it to yourself. I will get you to read it to me. All right, I just want you to paraphrase this sentence. Okay, Viet Ang.
Yeah, teacher.
What are the two ways? What are the two ways you can paraphrase a sentence? Can you tell me?
Change the word.
Yes. And?
Structure.
Good.
Yes.
Good. Thank you, Viet Ang. I'm glad you understand. So everyone, the two ways are change the words, use synonyms, okay? And the other one is change the structure of the sentence. So you can do either or both. All right, I'm looking forward to hearing your paraphrases. Okay, be interesting to see how you translate this into other words. Kang Ling, have you finished?
I just think about one, but it's really hard, maybe.
This is hard. It's not easy, but it is a typical question.
Yes, we know what the answers mean, but to express it is
Okay. Of course, just try Kang Ling. Okay. This is practice. This is practice. So just try. Okay.
okay.
Okay. Bao Ling. Bao Ling, are you finished yet?
I haven't done.
Sorry, you haven't finished yet.
Yes. Let me think.
Okay. All right, everyone, just a couple more minutes for this. Okay, remember, if this was a real essay, you wouldn't have too much time. Okay, but I'm giving you a bit more time for this because I want you to practice. So I don't want everyone to rush as if this was a real essay. It's more important that we take time to get this right. Right. For example, dut.
Yes.
What is a synonym for parents? Parents. What could you say? Parents.
I have no idea.
No idea? Okay. Knock two. What could you say instead of parents, for example?
I have no idea.
No idea? Knock two. Okay. This one is, this is interesting. This one's quite easy. Instead of saying parents, tu and son. Tu and son.
I think parents who make their children become fat should be punished.
Sorry, tu and son. I just want a synonym or a phrase that means parents. What could you say instead of parents?
Adult.
Adults, not quite, because adults aren't necessarily parents, are they? Not every adult is a parent. Okay, Chami.
I think I have no idea too.
For parents? Okay. Everyone who is having trouble. What about what? Or usually in a family you have two parents, Chami. What are they?
Uh,
What are your parents? They are your what?
oh, dad and mom.
Yes, mother and father. Okay.
Yes.
It's okay. So mother and father. Remember, by the way, a synonym doesn't have to be one word. Okay. So one synonym for parents could be mother and father. So you could have mothers and fathers of obese children. Okay. Does that make sense, Chami?
Yes.
Okay. Now you might think that's not a very good paraphrase, and maybe it's not. All right. But at least you can think of one. Okay. Thank you,
Yes.
Chami. Dut.
Yes.
Does that make sense now, Dut?
Yes.
Okay. So tell me, what is a synonym for parents?
It can be mom and dad.
Yes, or mothers and fathers. Probably for an essay, mum and dad is a little bit too informal. So instead you would say mothers and fathers. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Knock two.
Yes.
Does that make sense to you now? Knock two. What is a
Yeah.
synonym? What is a synonym for parents?
It's mother and father.
Correct. Thank you, knock two. Okay. So again, these are just simple things. All right. You don't have to think of anything complicated. KIS, keep it simple. All right. Something a little bit more tricky. Kang Ling.
Yes,
Give me a synonym for obese.
obese, just fat,
Yeah, there's one. Okay. That is one.
and
I'm thinking of one, another word that begins with O. In fact, it's two words.
overweight, overweight,
Sorry?
overweight.
Yes. Yes. Exactly, Kang Ling. Okay, exactly. Overweight, everyone, is a synonym for obese. Okay, here's an easier one. Feng Ling. Feng Ling. Sorry, not Feng Ling. Feng Ni.
Yes.
Sorry, Feng Ni. What is a synonym for children?
Mm,
What are children? Remember, it doesn't have to be one word. Doesn't have to be one word.
Sorry,
Okay, give me a two-word synonym, Phung Ni, for children. What are children? Children are,
I think it's young people.
yes, Phung Ni, yes, exactly. Children are young people, exactly. Okay, again, easy as that. Okay, doesn't have to be hard. And like I say, doesn't have to be one word, can be two words. All right, children are young people. So already we have the beginnings of a paraphrase here. Viet Ang.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Viet Ang, you may or may not have heard what I was talking about with the other students. Firstly, did you hear what the synonym for parents is?
Synonym for parent is
Yeah.
mother and father.
Okay, good. So mothers and fathers of what? What is this?
Of very young people.
Correct. Very good, Viet Ang. Okay, so straight away we have a paraphrase just using synonyms. Okay, so everyone, it is as simple as that. So you look at each word quickly and you think, what are parents? Parents are mothers and fathers. What does obese mean? Obese means overweight or fat. What are children? Children are young people. Okay, these are all words and phrases you know. And again, like I said before, this is just one way of doing it. Okay, there are other ways. And you might think, I don't want to paraphrase all those words. That's fine. But this is just to give you the options to choose from and to get you thinking along these lines. Okay. We've got 10 minutes left, so I want to hear your paraphrases now. All right, I'll start with you, Kian. Your microphone sounds a little bit dodgy again, Kian. Oh, that's better. I can hear you okay now. All right. Have you finished the paraphrase, Kian?
I think it's yes.
Sorry, you think you have?
I think it's yes.
Okay. Can you read it for me, please, Kian?
Nowadays, children tend to be overweight because they are very much junk food out there.
Okay. So, sorry, Kian. So what you have done, okay, you have given me a reason why children might be obese, okay, but you haven't paraphrased the sentence. Okay, so the first thing you must do is always paraphrase the sentence, all right? Does that make sense, Kian?
I think
So,
it's
yeah, so yeah, what you have done, you've given me a reason, okay, which is fine, which you would use later in the essay. But the first thing you need to do is paraphrase this, all right, this phrase. Okay.
It's the next sentence.
Okay, so all right, give me the paraphrase then, Kian.
Mom and dad of these overweight children should be punished for making them more obese.
Okay,
yeah, I think
good. That's
I
better.
agree with that.
Yeah. Okay, so and that needs to go first. All right, must go first in your essay. Okay.
Okay.
So it has to go first. This is one of the rules of structure for these essays. Has to go first. That's fine, Kian. That's better. All right, Phung Ni.
Yes.
Okay, what's your paraphrase, Phung Ni?
My paraphrase is because of making the children fat, the parents of obese children should be punished.
Okay, because, and instead of saying, okay, good, I'm glad you changed the structure, Phung Ni, good try. Okay, instead of saying because of making, you just say because they, okay? because they have made their, what's the next word for me? Because they have made their,
the children fat,
yep.
the parents of these children should be
Yes. Should be
punished.
good. All right, that is a correct sentence, Phung Ni. Very good. Okay, so you have done your paraphrase by changing the structure. That's fine. Very good, Phung Ni. Okay. Good work, Phung Ni. I'm glad even at 80%, you can still get that correct, Phung Ni. That's very good. Okay, even when you are feeling 80%, that's what I mean. All right, Bao Ling.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, what's your paraphrase, Bao Ling?
I think of due to making youngster overweight, mother and father should be disciplined.
Due to making, okay, good. Due to making their youngsters, okay?
Yes.
Due to making their youngsters overweight. What's the second part, Bao Ling?
Mother and father should be disciplined.
Okay, mothers and fathers, remember to make them plural?
Yes.
Because parents was plural, so you need to make it mothers and fathers should be, it's pronounced disciplined. Disciplined. Good. For making them fat. Very good. Okay, good, Bao Ling. Excellent. So everyone, Bao Ling, instead of using punished, she used disciplined, okay, which is a great synonym for punished. And she also changed the structure around. Very good, Bao Ling. Kang Ling.
Yes.
Okay, your paraphrase, please.
Okay. Father and mothers whose children is overweighting should be fed for making them like this.
Okay. So just some grammatical changes I need to make. So can you read it to me slowly, please?
Father and mother.
Okay. So it needs to be plural for a start. Okay.
Okay.
Fathers and remember parents is plural, so you need to say fathers and mothers. Has to be plural as well.
Yes.
Okay. Next one. Fathers and mothers of
whose children
yeah,
is overweighting
are overweight.
Yes.
Are overweight. Okay. No such word as overweighting. Just overweight. All right. Overweight is the adjective. All right. So we got mothers and fathers of children who are overweight. Is that right?
No, fathers and mothers.
Yeah.
Whose the WHOESE.
Yes. Whose yeah.
Whose children
Yeah.
is overweight.
Are overweight. Yes. Are overweight.
Overweight.
Yeah.
Should be fed for making them fat.
Okay. Should be, what was the word? Should be.
Fed.
Can you spell that for me? I'm not sure of the word.
I'm not sure too. Oh, maybe just
Should
use
be.
this skip like is okay.
All right. What word do you want to use? Should be.
Just skip lane. All right.
You need a synonym for punished.
Yes.
Yeah.
That should be disciplined.
Or disciplined.
Yes.
That's how it's pronounced. Disciplined. Can you say that for me, please? Disciplined.
Discipline.
So the C, okay, is silent. All right. The C is silent.
Oh yes.
Sorry. Say the word again, please.
Discipline.
Yes. Disciplined. Disciplined. Discipline. Okay. Good. The rest of that is fine, Kang Ling. Good.
Okay.
Okay. By the way, Kang Ling, can you stay behind at the end of the lesson, please?
Okay.
Thank you. Bao Trang.
Yes.
Okay, your paraphrase, please.
um, kids whose parents make them overweight should be punished.
Kids whose parents make them overweight should be punished. Okay, so excellent English, Bao Trung. Okay, excellent grammar too. The only thing, Bao Trung, I would change probably in an essay, a formal essay, kids is too informal. All right. So yes, it is a synonym, but for an essay, it's too informal. Okay, so I would either stay with children, or I would use young people. Okay, Bao Trung, but the rest of that was good. Very good.
I understand.
Viet Ang.
Yes, teacher.
Please read me your paraphrase.
It's a punishing for mom and dad who make the young people become overweight.
All right. Can you read me the first few words slowly, please, Viet Ang?
It's a punishing for
Is
mom
a
and dad.
punishing. Okay. That is not quite correct. Doesn't make sense. It should be mum and dad should be punished. Okay, needs to be, if you're going to use those words, you need to use them in that order. All right?
Yeah.
Mum and dad should be punished. And what is the rest of the sentence?
Who make the young people become overweight.
All right. Mums and dads who make their young people become overweight should be punished. It should be that way round, okay?
Yes.
Mums and dads who make their young people overweight should be punished. Okay, Viet Ang?
Okay.
Okay, good. Cha Mi.
Yes,
Okay, Cha Mi.
it is believed that mothers and fathers who their offspring have obesity should be disciplined due to make them fat.
Okay, just need to change some of your grammar. So read me slowly.
Yes, it is believed that mothers and fathers who their offspring have
Okay, stop
obesity.
there. Sorry. Who mothers and fathers who, so there shouldn't be there. Okay, you can take
Yes,
there out. All right. It is believed that mothers and fathers, keep going,
who offspring have
who make,
obesity.
okay, who make their offspring.
Yes, who make their offspring have obesity.
Who make their offspring obese. Okay, you can't have make obesity.
Yes,
Doesn't make sense. Sorry, Shami. It is believed that mothers and fathers who make
who
their
make
offspring obese.
obese.
Okay, you can't have
Yes.
make obesity. Okay, it is believed that mothers and fathers who make their offspring obese, yes, go on,
Should be disciplined due to make them fat.
should be disciplined due to making them fat.
Yes,
Okay, that's fine. Should be disciplined due to making them fat. Okay,
yes,
instead of using due to as doesn't sound quite right to a native speaker. Should be disciplined because is better.
yes,
Should be disciplined because they made them fat. Okay?
yes.
All right. Can you read me the whole sentence now, Chami, with my corrections?
It is believed that mothers and fathers who make their offspring obese should be disciplined because of making them fat.
Okay. So the only thing I would change is offspring is already plural, doesn't need an S. Okay?
Yes.
Just offspring, no S. That's fine. Thank you, Chami. Thank you, everyone, for being patient. We're almost finished. Tuan Son.
Parents of young people of overweight young people should be punished due to making them fat.
Okay. it's okay. Probably needed to change a few more things to get a good paraphrase to and so on. Okay, so you said parents of overweight young people.
Yes.
Yeah, what's the rest of your sentence?
Should be punished
Should
due
be
to
punished.
making them fat.
Should be punished for so you need to maybe change some of the other words in the second part of that sentence. Okay. All right. So it doesn't need due in there. It doesn't need due. All right. So you need to use a word like disciplined to and so on. Okay. So disciplined. Disciplined means punished. So disciplined, it's worth remembering to and so on. So discipline means punished. And fat, what is another way of saying fat to and so on? Begins with O.
Overweight.
Correct. Okay, overweight. Good. Okay, thank you, to and so on. Knock two.
Yes. Should we discipline all the mother and father who fed their son and daughter become overweight?
Okay. What are your first couple of words? Knock two.
Should we this
Okay, should we discipline? Yeah, should we discipline
all the mother and father who fed
okay.
their son?
Sorry, I'll go slowly. Should we discipline all the mothers and fathers who you would say probably overfeed is a word? Okay.
Overfeed.
Yeah. Should we discipline all the mothers and fathers who overfeed their what's next?
Son and daughter.
Their sons and daughters. Yeah.
Yeah. Became overweight.
Okay. Should we discipline, okay, all the mothers and fathers of
overfeed,
who overfeed their children, okay, and make them become overweight?
Yes.
Okay, that's how the sentence should read.
Yes.
Okay, that's good, not to. It is very creative thinking. Okay. Okay, that's good, not to. The way you change the structure is good. All right, and last one for this afternoon, Dut.
Yes. The mother and father of fat children should be reproved for making them overweight.
Okay, so first one, mothers and fathers needs to be plural, okay? So needs an S on the end. The mothers and fathers of fat children should be, what's the next word, Dut?
Reproved.
Reproved. Okay, that's an unusual one. It is correct though, Dut. Okay, did you look that up?
I studied that word.
You've heard it before. Okay, it's good. Very good. Reproved. Everyone, what Dut is used for punished is used reproved. Okay, which is not a very common word, but it is correct, Dut. Good. Should be reproved. What was the rest of the sentence?
For making them overweight.
For making them overweight. Okay, just overweight. Doesn't need to have an ED on the end. All right. Please read me the whole sentence, Dut.
The mothers and fathers of fat children should be reproved for making them overweight.
Okay, is excellent, Dut. Very good. Excellent. Okay, everyone, please turn your cameras back on if you've turned them off. Viet Ang and Dut.
Excuse, my camera is not working well today.
Okay, Dut, that's fine. All right, everyone, we've gone a little bit over time. Sorry about that. So next time, the next lesson, we will continue with this, all right? I will show you then now how to write the detail paragraphs, now that you've had a bit of practice writing the paraphrase. All right, and now that you've had practice thinking of ideas. Before we go, are there any questions for me? Okay, so Kang Ling, can you please stay behind?
Remember, next week we will be off.
Yes,
Okay.
next week. Next week we will be off because it's Christmas for Western countries, which is a holiday. So next week we will be off, which will give those of you who have exams more time to study for your school exams. And if you do have exams in the next couple of weeks, good luck. All right, I will be thinking of you.
Okay.
So, thank you everyone. All right.
Chờ
I
tuần
will
sau chúng
see
mình
you
nghỉ
in
nhá,
2
và
weeks.
đến 3 đến 21 vẫn 31 vẫn học. Okay. Thank you everyone. Goodbye.
Thank you everyone.